Grammys turned very political.
Who's making these political statements? LGBTQ plus A, B, C, D, E.
No.
Oh, what do you think he is? He's talking about the gay community. Go on your show, dance around in your fucking skirt.
I can't visit my mother, can't visit my brother, can't visit my sister, can't visit my dad, can't go to the gym, can't go to the store, can't take my kids.
What does that remind you of? What does that remind you of?
Okay, so some guy hacked the government and released all the emails, and we have access. Okay, can you type up Putin? Vladimir Putin? Grammys turned very political this week, and then we have an interesting bill that California is working on. I don't know if people know about this or not. There's an assembly bill in California that they want to tax you for driving your car every single day. The more you drive, the more you're going to pay. And the reason why is because vehicles are becoming so much smarter, so much more efficient, so much electric. Okay, they can't tax more on gas because gas is an excise tax. Therefore, they're coming up with a brand new way until 2035. It's going to be called a pilot program.
No,
Fuck them. Sorry, you could throw some at me, but fuck them because they are the ones pushing the electric car and they're bitching about we're not getting that gas revenue. Okay, so then they're getting the extra tax on the electricity that's going into the car. So why don't they just tax the electric cars? Why are they taxing the gas? Are they going to get rid of the gas tax?
I don't know.
Why is the California public being penalized? So what you're saying is, I can't visit my mother, can't visit my brother, can't visit my sister, can't visit my dad, can't go to the gym, can't go to the store, can't take my kids.
What does that remind you of? What does that remind you of? No. What does that remind you of? You can't go to see your parents. You can't go to church. You can't see your family.
COVID.
That's right.
In this way, at least you can pay for it. COVID, you couldn't pay for anything, and still you had to, you had to be.
See,
at home.
my nose is small, and it's just sticking above the water, getting the air so I can live. And this motherfucker and all those fucking Democrats.
Now, we'll talk about him as well. I know he's your favorite.
But they're going to tax us more?
But he does have beautiful hair.
But we have another few other great stories. I don't know if they're great actually or not. It's kind of not great. So the commercial real estate industry, the maturity wall is coming down. There's a bunch of vacancies and bunch of delinquencies. So when I say commercial real estate, we're talking about massive apartment buildings, massive, shopping centers, a lot of businesses, that they're unable to pay their notes. Okay, because usually commercial properties, they're not fixed. When I say fixed, they're not a 30-year fix. They're matured for 30 years, but their loans are due every 5 or 10 years, and it's usually 5-year fixed, and then the second 5-year, which is a 10-year loan, is going to be a variable rate. And now those variable rates are very high because everybody 5 years ago, they locked in at like 3%, 3.2%, which the Fed had, fantastic and reasonable rates. Now everything's going to double.
So let me ask you this while we're talking about this. Are those retail spaces, are they empty or do they? Because you go down the 3rd Street Promenade, it's all empty.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second.
You're getting me excited.
I am, and that's why I'm here to get you excited. In the right ways. Tom is raising his eyebrows. All right. But another interesting story.
Go ahead.
Matt, credit card debt nationally, we're at about $1.2 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
Nationally, every single household is indebted with credit cards. And another fantastic story, this is coming from Europe.
Well, 1 second, but
Yes,
I heard that the credit card companies were on TV crying, saying 10%. They go, we're going to lose money. You're trillions of dollars. You have trillions of dollars of debt owed to you.
Would you like to hear something?
What's 10% of that?
My mom has a credit card. My name's on it. And I got a letter that's saying, you haven't used your account. It's been 2 years. Would you please deposit and do activity on it? And I'm like, oh, interesting. And that because now they want to close it because we're not using it.
They will.
It's a security system.
What is 10% of $1 trillion?
$1.23 billion.
Okay, so they're making billions still on the money they're lending out at 10%. And they're bitching? The fuck is wrong? People, wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
So, hold on. Did I say that wrong? I guess, yeah, hold on. $1.2 trillion. Yeah, 10% is 100 $0.23 billion, something like that. So 10% of $1 trillion is $100 billion. So
So put this out there so people watch what we're talking about, because this is not, we're not joking. They actually said they're going to lose money if Trump makes this happen.
But going back to your favorite artist in the entire world, I think you grew up with him, Bad Bunny.
Oh, I love him.
I know how much you love him. You love his outfits.
I wear the same dresses he wears. Really? Oh, yeah, he's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Only on the weekends with a G-string.
Yeah. Tell me, give me your take. Why does every single show, like the Oscars, the Grammys, I don't know, BET Awards, why do they become so political? I mean, they still have a massive audience that they can, relay to on X, on Instagram. Why is it all the time while receiving an award, it has to become...
Who's making these political statements? LGBTQ plus A, B, C, D, E. No. What do you think he is? He's talking about the gay community.
You forgot Robert De Niro? The first thing he said
Did you see
years back when he came up on stage, what did he say? We watched the video the other day.
That.
He says, F Trump.
Yeah, right? But he's part of that community.
LGBTQ plus?
He has a son or a daughter that's trans, that's transitioning. Yeah. He's part of that whole community.
The same guy who's moving out of New York because he can't afford it because Mandami wants to tax the rich.
He can afford it. He owns the old Tribeca. How can he not afford it?
Let's watch.
All right, let's watch this idiot bunny.
Before I say thanks to God.
Oh, of course, thanks to God.
That doesn't get you off the hook.
Out.
Woo! Yes. Look at this. Keep that in there, please. I want people to know. I'm fed up.
He got a massive standing ovation.
Of course he did. They're all
So, but what's your take? Tell me, Rob. Why do you think it's constantly about, politicizing?
I don't watch these shows. I stopped watching these shows over probably 2 decades ago because of this shit.
You've been in this industry. So.
Yeah. I can't. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. They pat themselves on the back. Look, there was a time when I first moved out here, this guy I was friends with used to be on Jay Leno. Uh-huh. And he invited me to this thing at IHOP once with a bunch of actors. And we're sitting around the table. Everybody's drinking coffee because nobody can afford fucking pancakes. And, they're all like, I want to be acknowledged for my hard work and going on auditions. And I want to be acknowledged, for going to my acting classes. And it went from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I want to be acknowledged. Isn't that part of life that you have to go to work? You have to be acknowledged for all this shit? Come on. They're a fucking bunch of pea brains. I've been around them since 1990. There's some really great people, but they're afraid to speak. And then the lunatics have the microphone all the time. Now it's time for people like me, who've been in this industry for a long time, to fucking stand up. Like I was telling Tom, I don't know if you know this, but after this shit, I did a video on Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I
saw that.
Okay, so I did a video on her saying, stolen land, all that shit, wearing this hat, wearing these glasses, and I put it on my alma mater's Facebook page, Emerson Mafia. I was viciously attacked. This one dude, he messaged me privately and said all this shit to me. I said, you wouldn't say that to my face. He goes, I would. I go, okay. I'm at Genuine Cigars up in Valencia. Come up and see me. And I want to see you say that to my face.
Oh, wow.
You come up.
Gangster move, Rob. Very nice. I like it. Can you play Billie Eilish for us? Let's see what Rob is referring to.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
The thing I'm pointing out is stolen land. It's conquered.
I want to understand. Do these people have their brain capacity of this much that everybody's just clapping wildly?
And that was my argument. My argument is that these spoiled rich idiots don't even know what they're talking about. This is conquered land. It's not stolen. We didn't steal it and paid for it. We paid for it. Louisiana Purchase. Yep. We bought it off France. I mean, come on. What the hell's going on here? And this is what the young people are looking at, and this is what the young people think is true. So I made a video about it, and these idiots just kept attacking me. Not one debate like, well, you know, you're right about that, but maybe you should tone it down. Nothing. It was just personal attacks. They attacked my hat.
Everybody loves the cluster hat.
They said, well, the cheap hat. I go, cheap hat? Are you kidding me? It cost me $150 man.
Matt, you think these celebrities, they're rebranding themselves, or are they branding themselves for their audience, for the young people that are watching them, like Bad Bunny and Billie Eilish?
Look at it. No, you're correct. Sorry to interrupt you. But yeah, I look at it this way, that these individuals, they're doing this for popularity. It's like they're taking the Donald Trump approach where all press is good press. They piss people off. Now pissed off people know who they are. Yeah, other individuals, that like them. Yeah, this is what they said. But I'm sorry, I don't really look at these individuals as highly educated people. They're doing this for a specific outcome. They probably all go home, get high, and watch TV. So they're not really out there protesting. They're not in Minnesota. Yeah. So really, they're all pomp, circumstances, fluff, and BS.
So they're targeting the younger audience. Is that why majority of the younger population, Gen Z, is more liberal?
Well, yeah, it's popular right now.
Or millennials as well. Actually, not Gen Z. Excuse me. Gen Z is a little bit more Republican right now because of all the things that are going on. But millennials, that's my generation. Millennials are very liberal, super liberal.
Yeah,
and don't you think these people have a massive thing on it?
It's easy to be
liberal
of course. You live in your parents' basement. It's easy to be liberal when you're still living at home. Not you, obviously, but and that's how I feel about it. It's like go out, get a job, see how easy it is, and then let's see how you respond to the world.
And and they want to see how many fucking sets of balls they get fit in their mouth. Yeah, that's another thing. Anyway, did you see that thing about X in France? Trying to get rid of X in France.
Get rid of what? X? The drug?
X.
Like Twitter. They want to get rid of Twitter. No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
we'll look at that.
Just because he put it up there, that's why I just saw X.
Do you think these artists should be held to a little bit of a higher standard and not even speak about politics?
They can say anything you want. Now I'm gonna say this: say what you want, go on your award show, say what you want. It's called freedom of speech. But I also have the right to say what I fucking want, and so does Joe, and so does Matt. We don't agree with you. That's fine. Go on your show, dance around in your fucking skirt, you fucking and then, you know what I mean? And I'll go toe to toe with anybody. I don't give a fuck.
This guy goes J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah, of course he does. You know what I mean? You could say what you want, go on your show, say what you want. I don't care. I don't watch it until somebody puts it in their feed. One of my liberal friends. Yeah. One of my liberal friends put it in their feed. That's how I see it. I don't watch those shows. I don't watch any of it. Or my kids don't even watch it because they know better.
All right, let's bring it home to California right now.
Okay.
We discussed this briefly about, the mileage tax. Is this possibly, surveillance marked under policy?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
That's pretty
psyops.
Yeah. Are they trying to do something COVID-like, so we had Dr. Peter McCullough the other day here when we were discussing. He's a world-renowned cardiologist, and he's one of the most published.
He's the one that did the mRNA, right?
Yeah, I think so. And he's one of the most published authors on COVID. And I asked him this question. I said, do you think, instead of, concentrating on vaccinations and mass vaccination, do you think this was an operation to see how far the government can push the public? How far can they go?
Yes.
That's a hell of a conspiracy thought, but yes.
And guess what? He said, and he just bluntly asked me, were you at the World Economic Forum, this past month? I said, no, why? He said, that's exactly what they were discussing. That's exactly what they said. They said that they were actually testing to see how far they can push the public to see, hey, you can't go to work, you have to stay at home and work from home, you can't go to school, you can't go to church, and they want to see, what is the response going to be of the public just in case if something else happens, or if it's orchestrated. We don't know that, right?
So, but the problem is there's people out there that will follow, like I just read the World Health Organization put bacon in the same category as asbestos and as tobacco. because of the nitrates. And I had the debate with somebody, and I go, well, I get nitrate-free bacon, and they go, well, they use celery juice for those nitrates, and that's just, it's still nitrate. And I'm like, you guys can't say this is stupid. If your team says something, I say it. I don't have a team, but that's stupid. Putting bacon in the same category as asbestos by the World Health Organization, which was the ones that did all this COVID shit.
They're stupid.
Matt, what's your take on Assembly Bill 1421?
As for
sorry
the
about that.
mileage, I think what you brought up is very possible that they want to track us.
Yeah.
I think that where it'll get to a point where it will progress to such a point that they will say, Mr. Statler, the state only allows you to go 100 miles a year. You went 102 miles. Where did you go those extra 2 miles? And I think we may come to a situation like that where I've got to explain where I go.
But they can't track you.
How are they going to track us?
They're already tracking us.
Are they going to put something in our vehicles?
It's already in there.
Well, they know
It's
when we're
the
going to the store.
It
They
may
know
be
when we go
there.
shopping.
It's in there.
In there, but does the government track us now?
Yes.
How?
There's already, I think it was 2017. Every vehicle has to have that kind of computer in it where they can do stuff like track us.
Like a LoJack?
Yeah.
The LoJack, yes. Every new
But no,
car.
but this is, I'm serious. I was reading about this because I talked about this gas tax weeks ago. It's 7 cents, probably even months ago, because that's when I first saw it. They were talking about doing it up in Sacramento. And the cars that we are buying today have computers in them that can shut the fucking car down if they want to. They track our miles. They know everywhere we're going.
And this is not the first time this state has talked about it. It's been a couple of years. I mean, they started with, I think, just before COVID. It's that recent.
But think
they're
about
talking about taxing where we go.
$600 to $800 more a year per car, minimum.
And that's only for people who drive, I don't know, 10 to 12,000.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Can you imagine if somebody lives in Lancaster, Palmdale, or from here travels to Orange County, or from Orange County comes to
What about those
to
folks?
downtown LA?
I
Those
drive
folks
80
in
miles a day.
Victorville? What about the folks in
Oh, yeah.
Victorville who
From
drive
Victorville
in?
all
Let's
the
go
way-
the other side.
Exactly. And coming down this way, they're putting 120, 130 miles a day.
Victorville, they don't have cars with computers in them. Don't they have Fred Flintstone cars with
I remember for a while.
Yeah,
But
stay
tell
out
them
of,
how
stay out
much
of
you love
Victorville.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I did a commercial there.
in Victorville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a guy went in, there was a guy in front of me, one of the grips, and this black dude went in his car and goes, "Hey man, give me a ride down the street. Just give me a ride down the street. I got to deliver some drugs." The guy goes, "No, you can't come in my car." He goes, "You're giving me a ride." Like this is crazy shit.
Yeah. But no, rural town areas are, people living there are going to be hurt the most. And
Well, didn't they bring a lot of the gang members up there trying to break up the gangs?
in Victorville,
Yeah.
I have no clue. But can you imagine? What about businesses? What about businesses?
What about
I can't believe that. I mean, you've been in government, and you can, give your take on this. Don't you think big businesses will fight this, like UPS, FedEx?
Oh, there's another.
How are they going to?
Amazon?
Let's just say that you also have a house in Arizona, and you register your car in Arizona.
What about road trips with your family?
Are they going to be able to still track you? Because you're not now.
Once you get out of California, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it's just California.
I'm talking about it, but they can track your car. You said, "Oh, you want an extra?"
Yeah, but if you're not registered in California, they have no. They're not going to. They don't tax you anyway.
But don't you think they will lobby against this? By the way, we just want to say this is not in effect yet. They're trying to pilot this.
This is insane. It's
possibly going to go into effect next year, 2027.
And that's why you should have voted no on Prop 50.
Yeah, but hopefully this gets, doesn't go into law.
Well, hopefully this wakes people up too. But California is the leading cause of stupid voting in the United States.
Yeah, we have stupid votes all
We
the time.
really have stupid voters.
Absolutely. Now, but we have a wonderful governor, right?
Oh,
Rob?
he's beautiful. I love him.
I love his hair.
And he's going on a national tour.
His eyes are always red, so I think he's always high.
He's going on a national tour, and he's trying to portray himself and prepare himself as this wonderful leader to possibly be your next president of the United States.
It's not going to happen.
You really think so?
No, even the Democrats don't like him.
I mean, this state is in so much trouble. I mean, how he's going to spin it,
only by stealing it, like the last
granted,
guy.
He has George Soros' money behind him, but
Emerson poll is giving him a 47% approval rating.
I just told
on a job well done in California.
I just told you about me going on that web page, Facebook page, and how I was attacked for saying that,
maybe the cops will show up to your house.
that's in England.
And no, here in you forgot the mayor of
that's right.
Miami Beach, or not Miami Beach. Which mayor was it? I forgot.
or one of the smaller
smaller Miami towns.
Yeah.
He sent the cops to this lady's house, and she was a liberal.
Yeah,
by the way.
I remember.
And they were showing her the phone. Is this you? Did you post this? Did you comment this?
They do that in England all the time.
Maybe they do that too.
They do, but
Make sure you video it.
But they don't have
doing it here.
they don't have freedom of they don't have this the First Amendment.
Constitution.
Yeah, they don't have that over there. So I was just
Has been in jail for 3 years because she criticized the school board. That's another story we could talk about.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
we have a lot of information at this table. We got 3 smart guys. We can go all night.
But you really think he doesn't have a chance to be next president of the U.S.?
No, never happened.
On what basis?
Unless he steals it, I don't know anybody that likes him except my fucking wife. That's it. And it may be her mother, because her mother's a bigger fucking loser.
Yeah, well, you said correctly. Even some Democrats have issues with him. And if you talk about stealing the election, it kind of leads us into another segment of President Trump.
Yeah.
And his wanting to nationalize elections, which kind of pisses me off because Nancy Pelosi tried that a couple of years ago. The Dems swooned, and now the Dems don't like it. I hate the back and forth. Sorry.
Do you think Prop 50 was like, the first stage of preparing him for the presidency?
No, because California, for the most part, they don't. Yeah, Prop 50 is the redistricting of the cities but they don't. Democrats don't come to California to when they're running for big offices because they know they already have it.
No, but this time around, this presidential election, California voted.
Let's see if he gets the primary first.
California voted red the most since the past, 10, 15 years.
And that's why they did Prop 50.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you think he is positioning himself to make sure California is not red? Because it's very likely for California to be red, and especially if we have a Republican governor, which 2 contenders are leading the polls.
If he, the way he governs, then nobody's going to vote for. There's no way.
Do you think they will remember this 3 years from now?
Of course they will. Of course they will.
So we are right now actually inside Jeffrey Epstein's email, Gmail. Okay, so some guy hacked the government and released all the emails, and we have access, not only us, but everybody has access to Jeffrey's email, and we can actually search up. I don't know if you want to type
JMail, is it called?
JMail.
Is it J?
Something like that, yes.
It's JMail.
JMail, yeah.
Yeah, look up JMail.
Okay, and then, can you type up Putin, Vladimir Putin? Let's see what emails, because...
Because I've already typed my name in, and unfortunately, I'm not there anywhere.
Can you?
I'm so bummed.
Jeffrey, okay. Hey, Jeffrey, I wasn't able to convince Reed to change his schedule to go meet Putin with you. Bad idea. Now after plane crash. Oh, okay. Was that the Turkish plane crash they were referring to back in the day? Can you put, I don't know, you want to put Trump? Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba.
Who's Bubba?
That's Bill Clinton.
Oh,
no way. Bubba is Bill Clinton. That's his nickname. That's Bill Clinton's nickname.
Yeah.
Just like they used pizza for these they used for
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate for boys and girls.
I'll have some pizza with cheese.
There's more than 1,000 mentions of pizza. Please let me know as you find out about the pizza place. Thank you.
Is that what they considered Epstein Island pizza place?
Possibly, yeah. Handmade pizza, alternative. This is Jeffrey typing up. And Tom, will you please put this up while
Wallace.
this is ridiculous. Greetings, sir. Okay. Who is this? Leslie Guff. I know Bobby loves, what is this? Arturo's Pizza on Houston.
That's not me, Bobby. That's not me.
I know Bobby loves Arturo's Pizza in Houston. They open at 4 p.m. I could send down an 8. What? Can you zoom in for 1 second? I can send Ojo down to arrive 4 p.m. at Arturo's, pick up a large cheese and egg to 301. Bobby says his day is busy, but he might be back to the apartment sometime between 4 and 6, and he is at the Friar's Tub for lunch 2 to 4, then meeting a friend at 6. This is totally coded messaging, obviously. Great, I did not tell Bobby what you're sending. Early that you would like to send him something.
Is this woman Leslie Groff, is she being investigated now? Because it seems like she's in a lot of these emails, like as a person who's setting these things up.
Reid Hoffman. Put Reid Hoffman. Let's see what we have off of Reid Hoffman.
Roy Hodges.
All right. So this is blacked out.
Redacted.
How can this be redacted?
If it's but if it's their email, how is it redacted? That's what I want to understand.
That means the government got there first.
Yeah, Reid Hoffman assistant has asked me. I can't read.
We circle back with her regarding a Skype call for you and Reid after November when he will be back in the country.
Well, let me ask you, Matt, since you've worked in government and we're seeing redacted stuff here. So you think the government got this first, and maybe they are the ones that are putting it out right now through this JMail?
It could be very possible. I mean, look at all the leaks that came out of the first Trump administration, and now you got the second Trump administration. This could be one of those as well.
Yeah.
It very well could be someone in the government just saying, let's just throw it all out there.
Because it's redacted. If it's redacted, it was
redacted, that means they read it.
Yeah.
Well, how about this?
Obviously, they've had this for years.
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes. I mean, it definitely
this is not new. What does this say? Elon Musk, was he asking a question?
You are welcome to the island, is what he's saying.
Spoke to Reid Hoffman yesterday. Are you planning to do St. Bart's again for Christmas? St. Bart's, like the island, St. Bartholomew? Don't know. You're welcome to the island. Reid is coming. With Joy
Ito
on the 6th of December. Come visit. So he's inviting Musk to Epstein.
I'm so glad I never got into email like this. Like, it's just even because if you're joking, let's just say you and I were joking one day and we're talking about something, and then now
you pissed me off.
Yeah. So I mean,
I would never do that, but
it's
even if I piss him off.
No, but that's the point. But there are those people who just...
Joe's my brother. He'll always be my brother. And, even if we have a difference of opinion, I would never do anything to harm Joe. And Joe would never do anything to harm me. I know that in my heart.
Now, I noticed how you guys both left
Pizza
me out.
More. Can you... Okay.
I just met you, man.